Garden ER, brought to you by Anglian Home Improvements.
We may be short on budget, but we're certainly not short on ideas. So this area at the front here, we're going to be clever and create an entertainment area, and I'll make that money stretch really well for that. Over here, I've got quite a few clever ideas to clad that I think you're really going to like. Top section over here, that awkward corner, we're going to turn it from a negative into a positive and make that a feature on its own. Hey, it may only be 500 quid, but you'll be amazed what we can do with it. We picked up these grey slabs here for a little over £2 a piece, which I think is great value, and simply laid at the back of the house here will offer them a great entertainment and relaxation area. On a very tight budget, timber goes a long way. So what AJ's doing is putting some supporting posts around here, a little roof on the top, hey presto, a little garden hideaway. Up and down the country, there are your local tips. Well, they're now called recycle centres. And attached to them, in many cases, there are, in fact, an area that sells items off for charity. And if you're a bit tight on your garden budget, you could find some special gems. Hey, Neil, these little things.
Oh, I like those.
Neil, I'm liking these frames.
Yeah.
On the wall of the house, we can either paint them black, put a little shelf, and then put a plant in front, so it actually...
Fantastic.
What's your best deal, mate?
£10 for the lot.
How much?
Well, you don't have to have it.
I'm only joking, I'm only joking. Let's get to that till. Well, Bonnie, it comes to the planting. We've got about 5 trays because of the budget, and it's trying to make that look like a lot of flowers. That's the problem. And if we did some thin strip borders along the side, I think we just lose it.
Yeah, I think so. And you're not going to be able to reach the whole way along, are you? It's
No.
going to look rubbish. We need to find the right place. Kirsty wanted her garden to be filled with colour, and we're achieving just that on our small budget with these annuals. Now, they'll only flower till the first frost, but that's okay, because you can use these seed heads for next year to get more cheap plants.
The thing when you're creating a garden on a very tight budget is how to get a lot of colourful plants in there. Now, I've come to Stratford-upon-Avon, that's well known for its beautiful hanging baskets and window boxes. They enter a competition called Britain in Bloom. So I'm here with the chairman of Stratford in Bloom, Phil, who's going to tell me a few hints and tips on how to get more bang for our buck. What do you got?
First thing you should do is to plan ahead as soon as you can. The earlier you start, the cheaper things are. For example, something like this, you can buy a packet of seeds for pennies these days. You've got bedding plants, plug plants, and you could plant up something like this for about £10.
£10?
Yes.
That's great value.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Phil. We'll have a few of these.
Okay, thank you.
Here we are, quintessentially British, the lawn, which is ideal for Mark and Kirsty and what they wanted for Ella. Now, putting it together and laying it down can't be easy. It's all about preparation. What we've done is renovated the area and taken out all the stones, so it's nice and easy for the young roots to send out and get established. Laying it down is nice and simple too, just rolling it out as level as possible in a brickwork fashion. We're even walking on planks so we don't damage or put indentations in on the turf. Last thing to do, and this will be the case for the next month, is to make sure it's got enough water.
We've renovated our chairs and they're a nice green colour now, just drying away. and we need some cushions to dress them. And instead of going out and buying some, we're going to make our own by embroidering this inexpensive fabric with a bespoke design to tie in with our scheme.
Remember these frames we picked up for about 10p each? Tony, keep hold of that one, will you? We're going to use them in conjunction with a plant roughly to the appropriate size of the frame. Attach them onto the wall, as we've been doing here, and then literally put the plant on there too, drill them both in so they become horticultural pictures on a beautiful brick wall.
Garden ER, brought to you by Anglian Home Improvements.